Hello guys, so let's talk about the digital nomad visa in Portugal and some of the requirements to getting this visa. The digital nomad visa in Portugal started in October 20th, 2022, and after that it has seen a lot of changes to the requirements and what specific candidates would be needing for the application process. The digital nomad visa is aimed at people with remote jobs that are living outside of Portugal and are willing to move over to Portugal to continue their remote work. So if you fall within this group of remote workers, yeah, the Portuguese digital nomad visa is for you. The digital nomad visa in Portugal allows you to stay in Portugal for a maximum of 3 years or less. However, if you want to extend your stay, say to 5 years or more, then you have to apply for the Portuguese residence permit, which subsequently will be extended to longer period in Portugal. I've stayed in Portugal for over 2 years, and subsequently I have also benefited from the things that the residence permit can give you. So these are my residence permit card. I've been able to renew my card, and I got another card for extension of my stay in Portugal. So yeah, before we continue with the digital nomad visa in Portugal, if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would appreciate if you do. Let's support each other and let's grow together. So some important things that you need to know about the digital nomad visa in Portugal is that for your passport, it needs to be within 6 months to the expiration date. So if your passport is 5 months to expiration date, you definitely cannot apply for this digital nomad visa in Portugal. And yeah, we'll get to the most important part of this visa application requirements, which is the income that you need to show that your digital job or your remote job is paying before you can be granted this digital nomad visa in Portugal. Yeah, so the minimum income requirement in 2022 when this scheme started was 2,750 euros per month. But yeah, now in 2024, the minimum income has been increased to 3,280 euros per month. Although for the digital nomad visa in Portugal, if you are traveling to Portugal as a digital nomad and you'll be coming with your spouse, the minimum income requirement is 4,100 euros per month. However, there is an exception, and this is a 3,280 euros per month plus a 9,840 euros in savings. That is if you are going to be traveling to Portugal with your spouse. Take note. So yeah, if you are coming to Portugal not just with your spouse, but you guys have a child, then you should understand that the minimum income requirement is 3,280 euros per month and 216 euros per child. However, an exception has been created, which is 3,280 euros per month plus 2,592 euros in savings per child. I don't know if you understand this mathematics, but that is how it currently works. Well, this increase is because of the increase in the minimum wage in Portugal. I think it's currently on 820 euros or thereabout. So yeah, whenever the minimum wage in Portugal increases, then the minimum income for this digital nomad visa in Portugal will also increase. Yeah, a lot of people are bothered about the minimum income increment because the money now is 3,280 euros per month. So basically, the country of Portugal sees itself as a poor country. So it's definitely looking at people, who are working a remote job, right? That are willing to come over to Portugal and still maintain their remote job and still have the capability of, making such amount of money every month, regardless of any financial crisis that may be going on around in the world. And yeah, the Portuguese system does not want people to come and become vagabond in the country, and it is also looking for people that are well suited for the Portuguese system and yeah, people that can pay tax, because tax is actually very important. So yeah, it is looking for people that can pay tax. It is not looking for people that will start coming to crowd their job force or their workforce, if you like. And it is not also looking for people that after when they are stranded in Portugal, they will start lobbying for social services and stuff like that. So yeah, that is why you see that this requirement favors people that are within that economic spectrum. So other important information that you need to know about the digital nomad visa in Portugal. One, you do not need to have a NIF, that is the NIF, which I said before that is equivalent to the tax identification number. So you do not need to have that number now for the digital nomad application process, but you will be needing the NIF when you get to Portugal and you are interested to having a permanent or a temporary residence permit, because your NIF is also very important. Yeah, but for the digital nomad visa application process, you do not need to have the NIF. And also for the accommodation, you could actually provide a proof from a friend if you have one in Portugal, so that they can, vouch that yeah, you have a place that you'll be coming to stay for some time. Because I want to believe that even when you get to stay with your friend, you definitely look for your place subsequently in the long run. And yeah, apart from your friend, you can provide an information stating that you've already rented an apartment, and that can be gotten from a landlord or a landlady over there in Portugal. And if you don't want to do any of these two, you can get a virtual accommodation. And this is very important for those digital nomads that will be traveling a lot around Portugal. So this is very important. They can get a virtual accommodation. Yeah, but for you to get a virtual accommodation, you need to speak with the agents that are assisting you to getting this digital nomad visa in Portugal. And also very important is that you'll be needing an international insurance policy, which would have an amount of 30,000 euros for the total duration of your stay in Portugal. This is also one of the new updates, so this is also very important. And just to recap what I've said so far, for you to apply for the digital nomad visa in Portugal, you must prove that you've gotten a remote job outside of Portugal, and also you must have a proof of the minimum income that is required for applying to this digital nomad visa in Portugal. You have to be outside of Portugal before you can apply for this digital nomad visa. And it is also very important for you to know that the monthly salary requirement is the gross salary, that is pre-tax. Very important, please take note. And it's also important for you to know that it takes 60 days for the visa application process to happen. However, this is dependent on the country that you are applying from. So guys, yeah, good luck on your application, and I wish you success.